ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear children, thank you all for joining. I hope you all had a great start to the third term. And could I please ask everyone to keep your audio off and your video on, please? So today we are going to talk about something very important that Lord Krishna told Arjun on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So he said that watch your thoughts, your thoughts, what comes in your mind, your thoughts can become your enemies. So we'll see what he meant. It's two verses and they both are very related, and they both explain what happens when we think too much about our own enjoyment. So I'm going to start slide a PowerPoint today. Okay. Share. I hope you can all see my slide now. Okay, so it is first verse is Bhagavad Gita 2.62. I will recite, and if you feel you can also recite with me. Otherwise, we will read the translation later. Okay, so the verse goes like this. Krishna says, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteषुपजायते Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kamat Krodho Bhijayate. Would anyone like to read this translation that I have highlighted?
I could.
Yes, please. We can't hear whoever is speaking.
While contemplating the objects of the senses, of person develops attachment for them, and from the such attachment just develops, and from lust anger arises.
Thank you so much. We'll see next verse. And I know, some of these words may seem very unfamiliar, even though we read this in English, it might sound very heavy, very unfamiliar, but let's read the next verse as well, and then I will simplify it for you guys. Okay, so let's read verse Bhagavad Gita 2.63. Verse is क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Okay, who would like to read translation for 2.63?
Can I?
Yes, please.
From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now, let me simplify this for all of you. Let's imagine a line of dominoes. Has anyone played dominoes? They look like this.
I have.
Yes, it looks like, rectangular pieces. You stack them next to each other, and the first one falls, and everything else falls. All other dominoes that follow, they fall as well. So, in these two verses, Krishna describes the mental dominoes. So, he is saying that thinking about something a lot, so that's the first domino. Then you start to want it very badly. That is called attachment. Then, if you don't get it, you get angry. And then you do something very foolish. Then you forget what is right and wrong in your anger. Your intelligence becomes confused, and you make a bad choice, and then you suffer. So Krishna explains how just thinking about sense enjoyment. Sense enjoyment means whatever feels good to your senses. So how many senses do we have? Can anyone tell me how many senses we have?
5.
Yeah, can you describe which ones? Name them.
Touch, touch, smell, taste, seeing,
Yeah.
and hearing.
Yes. So our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, and our skin. So that's the sense of touch, sense of good taste, our tongue. Then we like good smell. We like to hear good music. Whatever we like to hear, whatever we like, and we like to watch whatever we like. So whatever feels good to all of them, or just one of them. So that's an object. What makes the senses feel good, that is a sense object. And that enjoyment is called sense enjoyment. So Krishna says when we think about sense enjoyment a lot, it can lead to serious problems. So today we are going to use the video game example to understand this. So let's take the example of a boy named Michael. So Michael went to his friend's house. Okay. And they played a game together. He went for a play date. They played a very cool video game together. And so Michael came home, and then he also wants that game. So he asks his mom, "Can I get this game?" And his mom says no. So then he goes back to play in the backyard. But now he can't stop thinking about that game. So then he goes to his dad, and his dad is on a phone call. So he is distracted. Dad is distracted. So then dad, by mistake, he just says, "Okay, yes." And so now Michael gets that game. So now the game is so good. He feels.
Let's put it chair. It's okay.
Can everyone please keep their mics muted, please? Please make sure when you enter the meeting, your mics are muted and your videos are on. Thank you so much. So now the game is so good. He feels so good when he plays it. And next day, sitting in school, he's not even listening to the teacher. He's just thinking, I can't wait to go home and play. So this is step one, attachment. So now he is attached. He keeps watching videos about the game. Then maybe his teacher asks him, draw anything, teacher asks the class, draw anything you like. And then he draws pictures of that game character. And in the break time, while having lunch, he finds friends who are also too much into games. So now he is talking only about the game. So this means that he has reached to step two, which is attachment. Now Krishna says the next thing comes is desire, lust. So then Michael starts wanting to play all the time. His mind tells him that, play now, forget about the homework. So he just, all the time he's thinking about playing this game. So and his parents ask him, let's go to park, ride your bike, let's go to the friend's place. And he says no. He tells his parents that please let me play just 10 more minutes. And he wants it more and more. So if someone says that, if somebody tells him that, oh, all day you can play this game and you don't have to do anything else, just keep playing, then Michael is happy to do it. And every time his parents ask him, please help me with this housework or please do your homework. But what does Michael do? He says, please let me finish this one round. But if the parents say no, then step four, he gets angry. He yells at them. You never let me do whatever I want. So then he storms in his room. He's upset, frustrated. So this is exactly what Krishna describes. And then what comes is delusion. Michael forgets what is good and bad. So now in his house, his parents have made a rule that no touching the iPad or phone to play this game until the homework is done. So now he even starts lying. I finish my homework just so that he can play more. So his mom had asked him, to chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily. But when his mom asks, did you chant today? And he says, yes. So this is called being in delusion, forgetting what is right and what is wrong. You can all tell me, is lying to your parents good? No, but our Michael has forgotten it. So then comes sixth step, loss of memory. So then he forgets the time, when he has promised his parents that he will not play too much. He forgets his duty as a student, as a son. So and then next step, loss of intelligence. So now he starts falling behind in school. His grades start getting worse. He stops coming to Bhagavad Gita classes, or maybe he's attending, or he's keeping his camera off and he's playing the game. While his mom thinks that he's in Bhagavad Gita class. So he becomes lazy. He disrespects his parents. He disrespects his teachers. And then the final result is fall down. From a smart, cheerful, playful boy, he becomes a moody, dishonest, and unfocused boy. And all starting from just thinking about video games too much. So Krishna says this is how the fall happens, step by step, silently, through the mind. So, and this is how anger is born. In these two verses, Krishna also explained us, if you ever feel angry, you try asking yourself, when you calm down, You ask yourself, how did this anger start? And then you try to remember these verses. It always starts with us thinking about something too much, us wanting it, wanting strong want, strong desire. That is called our lust. And then comes greed. Greed means I just want it. You see something, you hear about something, you see it with your friends or something, and then you just want it. You want it really badly. That's called greed. And when you don't get it, you get anger. If you get it, you get pride. That see, I also have it. Then, if you don't get it, maybe you feel jealous of the people who have it. So this is like a cycle. But how this anger comes is from contemplation of sense objects, contemplations of what feels temporarily good. So, how how can we be safe? How can we stay safe from this trap of anger? Now, in today's time, when everyone is using too much technology, everyone around you is playing video games. I understand and I accept that it can be very hard to stay away from them. And can video games be used wisely anyway? Maybe. But Krishna says that we must control our mind and not let our mind control us. So, in Michael's case, you all give me some tips. What do you think Michael should do to go back to his original self? Do you have any tips? What can he do? He has become this game addict. He has fallen down from his desire to anger, to confusion. He's forgotten what is right and wrong. Now, how can he go back to his original self? Any suggestions?
Yes.
Tell me, please. What do you think he can do to come out of this cycle?
He can set a limit for like how much he plays every day or every week. And so instead of getting rid of the game completely, if he really likes it, he doesn't have to get rid of it, but he can like set a limit of how much he plays every day or every week.
That's really good. Yes, set a limit for your games. Then, any other suggestions? Any other tips?
He can be outside more.
Yes, yes. Play more sports. Do outdoor activities. Get into dance or drama or music, whatever you like, but away from the screen. Have some other hobbies. Yes, that's really good. Anything else? Okay.
He could learn from his parents what to improve.
Yes, yes. Ask your parents. Get advice from adults who are wiser than us. Very good. Okay. I'll also share some tips. Okay, so we talked about setting a time limit. Then obviously don't play very violent or addictive games. Third thing we can do is we can read about Krishna. We can read something spiritual. So the mind gets higher thoughts. If nothing, if we can't handle reading, at least once a week we should hear these Bhagavad Gita classes. So some higher thoughts can enter our mind and help us uplift our consciousness, right? Then we talked about doing more outdoor activities. Then we can keep good company, be with friends who help us remember Krishna, remember higher spiritual matters as well. Come to the temple, every Saturday, Sunday, a lot of us meet at the temple. And we do a lot of activities. And we explore other ways to make ourselves happy other than depending just on technology to make us happy. And you can use technology in Krishna's service, like watching some, rather than all the time watching videos or movies or games that make our senses happy. We can watch something inspirational, spiritual content as well, or even creating such content? Who is stopping you? So, like this. And also, finally, we can learn to say no to the wrong thoughts. We can learn to tell the mind that no, this is not good for me. When the mind says, play some more, watch some more, then ask, what would Krishna want me to do right now? What would my parents want me to do right now? Can my parents ever wish bad for me? No. So, rather than being a servant of our mind, being controlled by our mind, we should control our mind. There is a very beautiful shloka in Bhagavad Gita. I will try to recite if I remember. So, that shloka says, Uddaret atmanatmanam atmanam vavasadaye Atmaihi atmano bandhur atmaivripura atmanam. So it means that, I will tell you in English, it means that lift yourself with your own mind. Don't bring yourself down. Your mind can be your best friend. Your mind only can be your worst enemy. So we don't need to wait for anyone else outside of us to be our enemy and do bad things to us. Our own mind can be our enemy and do it from within. So in the verse I shared with you guys just now, what does Krishna mean in that is that imagine, your mind is like a pet monkey. And if you train the monkey, it can help you maybe get bananas from a tree. But if the monkey is wild and untrained, then it can mess everything up. It can even hurt you. You are the owner of that monkey, but it can hurt you. So in the same way, when we control our mind and we use it in constructive activities, it helps us become peaceful and kind and happy. But if we let our mind control us, then it will run after, like Michael, it will run after video games or sweets or fighting or laziness or anger or activities like this. So they all start from our mind. So the mind can lift us up like a friend, or it can pull us down like an enemy. So we have very few minutes left. Let's revise what we learned today. So we learned about Krishna's dominoes, mental dominoes. So thinking about, okay, let me share it again, something. Thinking about something a lot, sense object. That's the first step. Then you start wanting it really badly. That is attachment. Then comes, it leads to craving. Then if you don't get it, you become angry. What happens after anger? You forget what is right and wrong. You have lack of judgment. You can't judge what is right and wrong. It leads to your intelligence becomes confused, and your memory of what is good and what is right, who am I, it gets lost. And then you make bad choice and you suffer. So today we try to understand through this example of the video games. So when Michael is playing video games, he thinks that, I must win. Oh, no, the new skin is out, new characters. So he's always thinking, contemplates. So he contemplates, his mind thinks about it. So what's the danger? His desire increases. He gets angry. So, he becomes aggressive. He's wasting his time and he loses connection with his immediate reality or his ultimate reality with Krishna. But there is one principle in life. Ati sarvatra varjayet. It means excess of anything is bad. There should be limit for everything. So yes, we took example of too much playing of video games today, but it can be anything, It can be sweets or junk food, somebody keeps thinking, I want chocolate. I don't like sabji, roti, dal, rice. I want to eat chips and French fries. Can I have ice cream today? So, if you don't get it, then the danger is then you may get angry, you may scream, and you might sneak those things and you lie about it to just get it. So, and if you have too much of it, it also leads to bad health and laziness. That's the reason why your parents are telling you not to have it, Uh, so this sense enjoyment, we talked about the sense of our tongue, our taste. So this sense enjoyment of any senses, it means that it feels good to your tongue when you have these food items. For our eyes, it can be cartoons or YouTube or mobile games. So your mind thinks that, oh, just one episode. What's the next level? What did my favorite YouTuber post lately? So, you get addicted. So that's the danger. You forget your homework, you forget your duty as student, you fight with your parents, your mind becomes restless, and then spiritual activities feel boring when actually to any sane person, they feel total bliss. Whatever, I'm sharing with you is from Bhagavad Gita. These are Krishna's words. So, regardless of who is speaking, Krishna's words, they bring total bliss, total happiness. But when you have got caught into this cycle, then, this may feel boring to you. And for younger kids, it can be toys or shopping, contemplating that, oh, I want this toy. Can I get it for my birthday? And you cry if your parents don't buy it. You become greedy and you get angry or jealous of friends who have it. So this means that you have attachment to objects and not to people or to God. For teenagers, sense enjoyment could mean trying to look good, wanting praise, wanting validation through social media. Your mind might think that, do I look the best? Will they like my new shoes or my clothes? So, you become either proud or you become depressed. If you get appreciated, you become proud. You get a sense of pride. And if you don't get appreciated and don't get noticed, you get a little bit disappointed, depressed, maybe jealous of others. You're always comparing. You forget humility. You forget the higher purpose of life. And for adults, sense enjoyment might mean drinking alcohol, eating meat or eggs or other undesirable food stuff that can't even be offered to Krishna. So just in the hope, they eat it, that in the hope that this will give me a good looking body. So all these, anger, greed, lust, all these are considered in the Vedic scriptures as manas rog or diseases of the mind. We are all very conscious, very aware of the diseases of the body. Even a single hurt or a single bodily illness, it has the power to make our whole day miserable. But we don't realize that these mental diseases, lust, anger, greed, we don't try to cure them. So I think we will need to conclude now. Today we learned how anger is born. So next time you are angry, when you cool down, try to think what was the root cause, why you got angry. Is it because you wanted something and someone became an obstruction? Someone said no. So I'm going to share something, our conclusion for today. And if possible, can I request all of you to unmute and read this together? And then we can conclude our session. Unmute and read this together, okay? Too much thinking
Thinking
Contemplating makes desire grow.
Desire grow, desire
That
brings
brings
anger,
anger,
and
down we
we
go.
go. But if we think of
Krishna
Krishna
each
each
day, the
day,
mind
mind
becomes bright and shows us the way.
this will just away.
Thank you so much. So, too much thinking makes desire grow. Desire brings anger, and down we go. But if you think of Krishna each day, the mind becomes bright and shows us the way that is right. Okay. During the way, please try and contemplate on this topic. Try not to be a victim of your mind. Try to control it and make it your friend. Mm. And on this topic, if you have any questions, you want to discuss something more, I know on the Zoom we are running out of time, but please feel free to call me or message me, and I will be able to answer. Okay. Hare Krishna. We'll conclude now.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Okay,
Hare
so see you
Krishna.
next
Hare
time, guys.
Krishna. See you next week.
Krishna. Mataji.